Hey everyone, I want to appreciate y'all taking the opportunity to look at my channel, the Iveycryptochannel. I'm going to discuss some of the things about babyswap and the crypto-you. If anyone's been paying attention, they know the price has dropped pretty drastically over the last few days. Trying to cover some of the things that's possibly caused that, and talk about the future outlook of the game, and cover some stuff that's been in the Discord channels, some of the things that's been on their Twitter, and just talk about the all-around climate of the situation right now. For people that don't know, the crypto-you is a game put out by babyswap.finance, and I've been involved with babyswap.finance for 6 months now. So I've watched it go up from 10 cents to $1 to 30 cents to 4.50, back down to 90 cents. There's a lot of people right now that's concerned about the longevity of this game and the developers and what they're capable of doing. And I want to start making some videos to help out the community and help clear out some of the FUD that's out there and bring some peace of mind and some of the things I learned to the people that's maybe not informed. So one of the things I'll start from how I got involved with babyswap, run through it kind of quick. I used to like PancakeSwap. They have an infinite supply. I don't really like that. That's kind of like a fiat thing. Not a big into that. They also base a lot of stuff off the Binance Smart Chain, like BNB token, and that you can suffer from impermanent loss like that. When I got into babyswap, they based a lot of things off US dollar tether. They had a $1 billion, 1 billion token market cap, like one total supply, I should say. And when I was looking at the charts early on back in July, I noticed that PancakeSwap started at 50, dropped down to 10 cents, and then eventually went up to $1. And the following 4 weeks later, it went up to $16. When I started looking at babyswap, I seen that it had went from 50 cents down to 10 cents, and that it was hovering there for a while, and that I started paying attention to the social signals that they have out, their Twitter, their Discord. I wanted to see how things were going with them, and I eventually seen that they keep things updated. They're steadily gaining more followers on Twitter. A lot of people was paying attention. The space kept growing, and over time, it turned out to be a really great thing. So that's how I got involved with babyswap. The crypto-you came out, and I felt like with the crypto-you, we got the same team as babyswap, but we also have most games come out on their own. They never have like something else kind of having their back. So like they'll have a game come out, let's say like Crypto Mines, and when Crypto Mines came out, it was kind of a big thing. The price jumped up and everything, and you never had any kind of confidence from anything the developers before Crypto Mines. So with babyswap and the crypto-you, babyswap's been out like 6 months, and I felt like, hey, babyswap's did a very good job with babyswap.finance, and I feel pretty confident that they'll do great with crypto-you given enough time. Some of the things that's happened that has not been very positive was that when they first started the game, they minted characters, and when they minted characters, those characters showed up as some of the rare secret characters. I shouldn't say secret, but rare characters that you only get 2.5% chance of getting when you mint. And it was a glitch on the website. The blockchain actually had your real character, and a lot of people felt jilted by it. They were very excited. I actually had got a Bitcoin holder. It's really exciting. The odds of getting that was 2.5%. And then when I went to look, that ain't what I had on the blockchain. So, you can only imagine I was kind of upset about it. The things that kind kind of pushed me even further with the babyswap team was that they were right there on Discord when all this happened, when they opened up the mint for the characters, and when things didn't go the correct way, they were right there on top of it. Literally, like minutes, moments. They were like, "Hey, look, we know that there's things going on." The Discord was like just blowing up with people just complaining, and a lot of FUD out there. So it's in times like that you get to see a team's character. They're kind of honored. So when all that stuff kind of went awry, they were quick to take care of it. So it kind of gave me even more confidence in this. Now, fast forward, we're here a couple days ago. They're supposed to release the play versus environment. They said they were going to release it on the 25th, and on the 25th, they said UTC time on December 25th, but they didn't say a specific time. So people all around the globe didn't know if they were talking about their time zone or what time zone, and needless to say, it didn't go as smooth as they wanted to. I don't think they had it all the way finished up, and they kept pushing it back and pushing it back, and they pushed it back for 3.5 hours, and then when they released it a little bit after that 3.5 hours, it basically just crashed. The consensus was that there was congestion in the network. There was so many people trying to play the game at one time. They did actually go in the Discord before they released the game, and they said that that please don't try to everyone go in at one time. Go get some coffee, sit back, and everyone wait. And of course, no one's going to do that because they've been sitting there all day waiting on this thing. So you can't really blame them. Some of the things that we've seen in the Discord that people were posting was in level 1 battles. Let's say that this ain't necessarily the correct numbers, but I'm just trying to give an example of what happened. A guy was talking about, let's say he put in $10 in milk to battle, and he only won 7 back. And he felt like he was jilted by that because he was like, if I won the battle, I should earn more. I should earn more than what I put in. And a lot of people feel like that. And I would add to that it's kind of like going to the casino. When you go to a casino and you pull the lever, and every time you pull the lever and you win something, it's not necessarily a more than what you put in. So it may you pull the lever for $10 and you end up with $7. So it's not necessarily a complete loss, but I think the whole point of that is to give you some unpredictability. That unpredictability gives you excitement because you never know. You might get a big win, you might break even, you might lose a little bit. They say that the bosses, they have like jackpots. So one of the people on here were referring to things like, well, I felt like it should be a guaranteed win if I get the strong enough characters or whatever. And that's kind of like what working part-time and full-time is. It's kind of like they're giving you that guarantee already. And if they didn't do something that had some unpredictability to it, you wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't be exciting. It'd be like, okay, I'm gonna put my characters into their jobs, and then I'm gonna pull them out of their job, and then I'm gonna go over here, press this button every day a couple times, and there's no excitement to it. So that unpredictability gives excitement, and it gives some animation to the game. So I think that's important. I think that they got that part of the game right. I was able to see some of the things that people were posting. I don't necessarily know if it's accurate or not, but they were posting that on a level 5, which I the whole time I've been on this Discord since the beginning of the CryptoYou. I've only seen one person post that they had level 5 stuff. It's very expensive to get to level 5. They posted a 1,700 baby win. It's massive. 1,700 baby and 16,000 milk. You know, that was kind of incredible. I didn't expect to see that, even though that it is very expensive. I have um, I have 5 level 4 babies, and I have some other ones that I just ain't upgraded yet. But I do plan to take my characters to level 5, but I was going to wait till after the player versus environment came out just to kind of be a little bit more cautious in how I approach the game. The level 4, they had someone that did a battle, and they had won 661 with 11,000 milk. So that's pretty substantial too. And I'd have to say that those were jackpots. I wouldn't say that those are the normal wins. I don't know that for sure, but I know on level 2, someone had posted a win, and it was only like 10 baby and like a couple thousand milk. So it couldn't. Those other ones had to be the exception to the rule and not the standard that they would get every single time. Um, Wanted to try to look over some of these questions on Discord because there's a lot of people that has a lot of good points that they're making on here, and I felt like if we cover a lot of these things, some of the people that don't necessarily see the Discord or cover their Twitter, you get some useful information, and I'm all about trying to help clear out some of the FUD in this game. Let's see. Some people's asking if the game's abandoned. The last update that they put out were saying that they're trying to do some maintenance on it, trying to work with the servers. Yeah. Some people talk about some whales were just steadily cashing out. Just to be forthcoming, I am in the whale category. So, and I'll tell you that isn't the case. That ain't what That ain't what I've been doing. That ain't what my strategy is. My strategy is to accumulate as much milk as possible while it's cheap, so I can upgrade my characters. The people that are cashing out every day are people that, uh, in my opinion, are foolish. I just, if you're investing in this as a long-term investment, which is what you should be doing, that you should play for the benefit of the long term. And while milk is cheap and you're going to need a lot of milk to upgrade your characters, you should probably do that now because milk is so cheap. Let's see some other things that they're talking about. Yeah, there's some other things that's going to come along with the game too. They're going to have equipment, which is also going to add to the stats of characters. And there's also going to be keys that unlock different chests, and those chests will have different features as well. So you might be able to get a mount. I think that's for an adventure side of the game. You might be able to get different equipment. Let me see, like a weapon, some type of helmet, chest plate, some kind of things for your legs and hands, gloves, feet, stuff like that. And those will be in addition to your character stats already. On the wiki, one of the things I would like to hopefully reach out, maybe one of the devs will see this video and they'll kind of cover it. They talk about the equations for physical attack, magical attack, magic resistance, physical resistance, but they don't talk about the healing. But there's characters on here that are considered healers, but they don't have an equation for how much they heal or how little they heal. And I think that would be a big benefit to at least clarify that, because I mean, if you got 2 or 3 healers in there, it's pretty important to know if they're going to actually be able to heal or not, or if that's just a title. That clarification will provide some certainty to the community, and anytime there's certainty in the community, it'll drive the price up. So I think that's an important thing to do. No one's got keys yet. It's not been open. Um, let's see what else. Level 3 has. It's too expensive for me to make babies full timers. I've already spent about 3,000. And I would say that there is a lot of expensive baby characters out there already. For the people that don't know, they have a marketplace, and you could go buy and sell these different characters. And depending on the stats and the rarity that exists right now, some of those characters are running up to $8,000. So it's got to be a pretty popular game if that is the case. Or I shouldn't say popular, but a lot of people are watching it. A lot of people are waiting on these little kinks to straighten out, um, to invest more, I think. The daily money is not a gambling console. What's wrong with making something gambling? Um, what else I got? Some of the things that today you need to click on the first one. Um, I also say that because there is some fear, some doubt and uncertainty in the community right now, there is amazing opportunities to get some of these characters. Some of these people are very paper handed. They're ready to get out, put a bunch of money in, don't even want to give it an opportunity to see if they're going to be able to correct these issues, and selling at a loss. I really wouldn't recommend doing that. I mean, they've been around for 6, 7, 8 months now, and it's just a matter of giving them enough time to try to work on these issues to get it corrected. Once it does get corrected, price is going to reflect that, and then they're going to wish that they held these characters and that they stayed in. I mean, they've already spent the money. You might as well leave them mining or leave them working in their jobs and earn the milk and just see what happens. That's just my opinion anyway. That's what I should say. That's what I'm doing. Um, let's see some other things that people are covering. Um, if the development team is watching, I would add in that you know give people some communication. You know, um, y'all have a very very polished, amazing looking Twitter. Y'all have lots of admins out there. Y'all have the distribution to get the communication out. But there needs to be a sense of, you know, a human being thinking about another human being's investment here. You know, uh, me personally, I got a large amount tied into this game, and in the baby swap. And one thing um, that people want to know as an investor is that, hey, it's not about the issues that arise, but how people are going to handle them. With this situation with the congestion issue, if someone would have came out and put out on Twitter, hey, look, we're having these issues with congestion. Uh, a lot of people thought their characters disappeared. They just wasn't informed, I guess, how the blockchain worked. So that was another video. That was another purpose for this video. I wanted to add in that, try to educate some people about how these things work. Um, if the dev team would have put, hey, we know that there's congestion issues. We're working to resolve them. Your babies are safe. You don't have to worry about them. Um, we want everyone to remain calm and know that we're working to resolve these issues as we speak. So, little things like that um, go a long way. I'm a contractor by day. I do heating and air conditioning, and we face issues all the time. And those issues, when we have an issue, the first thing we want to do is communicate what we're going to do to fix it and what's the plan to resolve it. So And people want to hear, they don't want to hear from someone that doesn't know anything. They want to hear from someone that has the ability to make it happen. So, and only the dev team can do that. That strong communication line in itself, regardless how long it takes to fix the problem, having those constant updates make a huge, huge difference. You know, I wouldn't suggest people invest anything they can't afford to lose, but I would say that um, if the developers want people to be more involved, they really need to consider that. Um, and which, by the way, I'm not saying that they do a bad job, because that was one of the things that I really, really like about this team, is that they do communicate a lot. They communicate a lot more than others. But in that time, at that moment, when the network was congested and a lot of people were upset, to have a concise message right then could have potentially saved some of the price that have failed since then. Uh, and I'm sure there's some people that's going to comment down in the chat log and tell me about it in the comments or whatever. This or that, or if you have something to add, put it down there. I'm kind of putting this video together. I'm not necessarily, this is my first video that I'm putting on YouTube, but um, I want people to use this video as a way that we can get some more information out to people that may be looking for it. A lot of people don't know about the Discord. A lot of people aren't going to get on Discord. A lot of people ain't going to follow their Twitter. Um, I have the opportunity to be able to check on that type of stuff a lot, and I want to be able to help other people in the community be able to do that. So it's important to me that if someone else has some information that would benefit me, I would appreciate it if they gave me that information. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, and I hope that it kind of is well received. So uh, posting a posting the comments some different things that we can go over in the future. I would like to really take some time to do that, and also in the future, what I plan to do is I'm gonna put some of these battles that I do when the player versus environment situation resolves itself. I'm gonna screen capture some of those battles and let people see how it works and what kind of rewards you get for level 4. At least that'll give some kind of insight on people that's thinking about investing in the game, whether or not it's good for them or not. Everyone should, I don't know everyone's situation. I'm not trying to advise anyone to do anything, but uh, I am trying to give people some information to make their own determinations. So this will conclude it for this episode. If y'all will, like and subscribe, put some comments down there for me, and anything that I can help, I'll try to answer those questions for y'all.